Hi guys, it's Ugo and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be bringing you my review for Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. Look, first let's take a moment to appreciate the beautiful edition that illuminated. Like, the end papers are gorgeous, and so I had these books on paperback, and when Illumicrate announced they will be doing the special edition, I was like, it's time. I'm gonna read the first one. If I like the first one, I'll buy the books. So I read it. And as you can see, by me having them means that I like them very much. I read just the first one. So it's still time to read the second one, but I'm gonna talk about the first one because I really enjoyed it. So, just a brief summary of what is the story. We have our main characters, Laszlo, the dreamer, who is general library, an orphan, and he always dreamed about Weep, a city that it was forgotten from existence, where magic occurred and things like that, until the day the God Slayer, a man who killed the gods on that city, came asking for help because there is a problem in Weep. So he seeks the opportunity to go with him and to understand more and go finally to the city and to be more than just a junior library. So the story revolves around it. Laszlo trying to discover himself, to discover what happened to Weep and the consequences and what is happening and how to solve them. On the other hand, we have Sarai, who is the Muse of Nightmares, and she lives in Weep. Actually, she's part of the gods, so it's a little bit tricky, but so we get to two perspectives, Laszlo and Sarai, and then they meet, and that's how the story goes. I'm not gonna say more, but I really enjoy it. When I start reading it, 80 pages of my mass paperback, I was not feeling it as much. I was like, I don't know, this doesn't seem to have a lot of plot, I don't feel it. But then something grabbed me to read it at the same time. I was like, I don't know, I'm not convinced. But then I was so entertained by the writing style. I believe it was a writing style. I don't know how to explain, but I was like, I have to read it. I need to continue reading. I need to know more about it because I was so intrigued about everything, about the life, about the story, about the past, about the present, how it's gonna solve everything, how everything, the relationships. I was obsessed and I was very, very entertained. And I was like, but it doesn't evolve as much as I would like. It's not a very fast-paced book, but I'm really enjoying it. I really am liking this to a point where I couldn't stop reading it. It was my beach read. I was in the beach, like on the sun or outside the sun, like reading the book because I wanted more. I needed more. So I think the writing style is stunning. I think it's very well done. If it's for everyone, I don't know. For me, it worked, and for me, the speed that was the story was going, it was not too fast, but it was not that slow that bothered you. I was invested in the story. I was invested in the characters. I was invested to discover how the story would progress and how the story go. So for me, that was main reasons why I really like this book. And then you have the characters. You have Laszlo, Sarai, all her brothers, all the other characters that go with Laszlo's side. I really enjoyed them all together. You have the complex, the mean, the good, it's not always black and white. And then I love how the book progressed and how things went and how I'm gonna say this, how it ended or how it was fixed and the revelations about it. I really appreciate it. I'm excited for the second one. Good is only a duology because, you know, big series is not for me. I like them, but sometimes it takes me a lot of time to read them. But I really like this one. I don't know. I think the characters are interesting enough to be followed, and you get sometimes different perspectives, not only Laszlo, not only Sarai, but other characters, smile parts inside them, inside what they are doing, and that's really interesting, the different complexity and the different mindsets and everything. So yeah, I really recommend this book to people. If you haven't read, this is not a new release, but I think it was very popular on BookTube years ago. I don't think people still talking about it, but I really enjoy it. I think I don't know if it's a new favorite. It's like top tiers for me. Let's see how the duology wrap up, and then I will say like the duology is great, or I just like the first one, or I prefer the second one. But I really enjoyed the first one. If you want, take a chance. It's a chunky, yes. This edition in hardback has over 500 pages. 532. So imagine my mass paperback, very small. But in small letters also. But I think it reads very well. I think it's compelling enough to continue to be invest in these characters and the story, the setting, the plot, the world, the magic, and everything. I think it's so interesting, and for me the characters, I think they are complex to be that interesting and to be that entertaining and to be that amazing. I think the characters are everything in this book. It's not this. The world setting is good, and the magic and everything, you know, the plot, but I think the characters are like high level. You know, all the dynamics, all the characterizations, the personalities, how they interact. I think this is the high part of this. So yeah, this is my recommendation and my review for Strange Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I think I'm probably gonna read the sequel next year, because this year is almost ending, so not a lot of time, and it's a chunker. It's around here. Here is this one. So it's kind of big and not a lot of time, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you like this book, comment down below why, and if you didn't like it, tell me also why. I like to discuss that with you. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to leave also a like and subscribe, ring the bell. I have on my description links for the Discords, for my book clubs if you want to join us. I have also reading sprints on the channel. You can see I always post it on near the weekend at night in Europe, so it's very fun to hang up with us and making progress on your reading and just hang out with a bunch of friends and be motivated to work. So I think that's good. And yeah, I post at least once a week, so I see you guys in my next video, okay? Bye!